Growing up in rural Alabama, outside the town of Talladega, whenever we would go shopping, especially around Christmas time, our shopping was done around the square in Talladega. I remember the storefront so very well. There was a Woolworth, and there was a Five and Dime, and there was a men's store, and the theater was downtown. And around Christmas time, it was kind of magical. Everything was decorated around the front there. A lot of fun. Just an amazing time to live in that small town. I remember walking into some of the stores, and you'd open the stores, and there would be the aroma of all the different nuts and candies in the front warmer right there in the front of the store. Great thing for a small kid to walk into a store with their mom. You know what's going to happen. Mom, can we have some candy? Lots of fun. There was a man that lived in Talladega. His name was Eddie. I don't know much more about him than this. Eddie was a lame man, and Eddie worked himself around the square in Talladega in a small red wagon. And Eddie would sell gum and pencils, paper, small trinkets to try to make a living. And I remember being impressed by him. He never was out just begging or causing any trouble. And no one in the storefronts said anything to Eddie because he was trying to make a living. Around this time of year at Christmas, I remember Eddie because of this song. Not necessarily that he sang this song or anything, but it just kind of reminds me of the small town atmosphere. And it reminds me of something that Eddie might have done during this time. Beautiful song with beautiful words and beautiful sentiment. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue, wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Crowded streets, busy feet hustle by you. Downtown shoppers, Christmas is nigh. There he sits all alone on the sidewalk, hoping that you won't pass him by. Should you stop? Better not. Much too busy. Better hurry, my how time does fly. In the distance, the ringing of laughter, and in the midst of the laughter he cries. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue, wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue.